Londoners are taking over. What's going on here? I'm gonna have to change that. Um, Let me just share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. One, two, three. Boom. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to see my screen. I'm also gonna post the YouTube link. What's going on here? Well, I'm gonna have to change that. Mute that. I'm just gonna share that in case anybody wants to share that link. I'll post it in a second. I've got it right here. So let me just post that in the chat. And great, great, great. Let's go. Let's post that in there. Time to record. And let's go. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Thursday call. I hope you are having a fantastic day. And if you're not, we hope to make that even better for yourself. So good to have you in the house. We are very excited to have you for this hour where we go into this company called Timol. And Timol, my friends, is a company that came my way back in January when a friend of mine was sharing, just similar to what you guys are hearing today. It was on a Zoom like this. Somebody was presenting some information and blew me away when they started to share how this product was helping people. So tonight we're going to be going into the product as to what it's all about and hearing live from some testimonials. We call this Testimonial Thursday. So people get a chance to we hear from them and see what the product has been doing for them, right? So as it says on the slide here, an opportunity of a lifetime has arrived. My name's Leroy. I am very excited to be hosting and telling you about this company called Timol, because for sure, back in February, when I put my hands on this product, it was a product of a lifetime, and it's, I've not been the same since. So we have a big challenge in our day-to-day life these days, my friends. Foods that are, I would say bankrupt of any nutrition is all over the place, right? These burger joints, fast food joints, things of that nature. I like eating that kind of food myself because I'm on the road a lot. And it's convenient, right? But this food is acidic in nature, guys, and the more of that we have, and if it becomes more of a daily staple, it can cause a crazy, amount of disease to your body, alongside, what you might not be doing, which is to do with hydration. And we're going to be talking about really important that you need to hydrate yourself, and why when you don't do that, certain things start to happen with the body. The other flip side, guys, on this slide, you see that there's people out there who wouldn't even walk into an establishment that has the big golden arches. We all know what we're talking about, and they will go and get their kale, their barley, wheatgrass. They'll get their, spinach, mix it up, and have their greens. And again, unfortunately, that is being attacked, right? So, killed with sprays, pesticides. The soil that it grows in is no longer of any nutritional value like it used to have back in the day. So again, a lot of the times we get this stuff, they're not at the way it used to be back in the day, right? And we ain't got time to go into all the politics as to why that is the case. So our ideal scenario is to get as many different, varieties on our plate. The different colors of the rainbow is you should be represented on your plate. And so, all this stuff here, as good as it looks, is great for your body. It's not just, oh, it looks nice to have it on the side, and barely, some, sometimes they eat food and the last bit is a little bit of vegetables on the side there, right? Just hanging on for dear life. Whereas it should be more of the majority, right? But this foods are foods that you want to take in your body because our body needs certain nutrients just to operate on a day-to-day basis. Now, we're going to talk about a major issue. I spoke about acidic foods, and there's, a lot of acidic drinks and all sorts, right? These carbonated drinks that the marketers that market these products really want you to buy into it, that, oh, this is so healthy for you. And unfortunately, the reverse is normally true. So this gentleman here, I'm going to bring him up. He's very important to this story. Over 100 years ago, he won a Nobel Prize in 1931 about the primary cause and prevention of cancer. That was his thesis, my friends. So I would say, kick off these Zooms, and I ask the question: do you think that there was more of a cancer issue back in 1931 than there is right now. If you hazard a thought, a guess, post it in the chat, if you think that is more of a situation we have in 2026. So his whole deal here was, and his work was about the metabolism of tumors, what causes these tumors to grow. I went on this journey myself over 30 years ago when unfortunately my cousin had passed away before the age of 40, and his whole information was about tumors, okay, and she unfortunately succumbed to that. His work here was on all forms of cancer which were developed due to two basic conditions, right? Acidosis and hypoxia. And no matter what they want to say out there, and they want to, maybe want to silence people to talk in the truth is right in front of you. This research has been done over 100 years ago, and nothing has changed in those 100 years. Cancerous tissues are acidic tissues. Healthy ones are alkaline. End of conversation. That is where we need to get our bodies to, because our body hasn't changed, right? The food we're eating has changed for sure, but our body still needs to be more alkaline than it is acidic. And unfortunately, we're getting more access to acidic stuff, things that may not be great for us, and all the toxins and everything else we can go into, which we ain't got time on this Zoom to talk about, are also a big challenge. Now, the other challenge we have is excessive free radicals. What are they, you say? They are too many isolated oxygen atoms just bouncing around in the body and doing its damage. It's just a bit like the Tasmanian devil, right? So check this out. We're talking about oxygen, cell oxygenation. We want our cells to be healthy, of course, right? We need them to have oxygen, and if we don't, what happens? We get a breakdown. This is just putting it lightly. Our cells start to get depleted, and all sorts of stuff. Immune disease starts to take place. Cells start fighting each other. Healthy ones starts killing, the bad and the good. Your body starts attacking itself. So we need to put our body in a state of, good, a good level, so that our bodies can heal itself. Ultimately, our bodies are amazingly made, but we're filling our bodies with, acidic stuff and things that may not help it. We're going to end up with a challenge. Okay, so let's just look at this. We have the effects of, excessive free radical damage on the right hand side. So premature aging, we've got that sagging of the skin. Nobody will want to be looking older than their time, right? Nobody volunteers for that, right? They want to look as young as they can and get complimented. Nobody wants to get told that, wow, you're looking good for 60 and yet you're only 40, right? You don't want that. Mash up your day, right? Totally destroy it. So ultimately, guys, how are we dealing with those two things I mentioned? Are we depriving our body of enough oxygen? Are we, our body's rampant with free radical damage? Is it too acidic? Well, my friends, this company has a solution to both of those things. So we're going to talk about how we can reduce acidity and free radicals in our body. And I want you to understand by watching this short video on what happens when you have your water magnetized. So yes, magnetized water is part of what we're going to be sharing with you, and what I call like the secret sauce that has made this such a game-changing product. So guys, sit back. I'm going to play this short video and I will be back.
When we are thirsty, we fill a glass with tap water or drink some water from a plastic bottle. After all, water is water, right? Magnetized water is popular in Japan. But before we get to know its properties, it is important to understand how and what happens to magnetized water. If you take some water to analyze, you will notice that its molecules are disordered. This is because of the minerals. When submitted to magnetic fields, the molecules turn back into their normal state, which makes the water more beneficial to our health, since it heightens the energetic balance of the body and strengthens the immune system in general. That's why magnetized water helps prevent many diseases of the human body. Did you know that more than 70% of our bodies are formed by water? We need to replenish water to eliminate toxins from the body, hydrate tissues and cells, help the kidneys, facilitate blood flow, to fight bloating and boost immunity. Some of the benefits of magnetized water are: helps in nutrition and hydration of cells, aids in cell cleanse, reduces blood acidity and the excess of free radicals in the body, increases the oxygen in cells and blood, makes the hair softer, moisturizes the skin, leaving it soft and healthy, aids in the prevention of many diseases, lowers blood sugar levels, preventing diabetes, helps prevent many types of cancer, reduces the risk of osteoporosis and fractures by increasing the bone density and bone resistance, avoids premature aging, increases energy levels. According to studies published by the National Institutes of Health, USA, drinking magnetized water means more quality.
All right, so guys, here we go. We're going to be talking about the effects of magnetized water and how that's going to help your body. So
Of life when we are thirsty.
let me move that on. So we've got this chemical reaction that takes place, my friends. H2O dissociates into OH minus, that's hydroxide ions, and hydrogen ions, H plus. So you're going to get this kind of separation that takes place with this magnet. Now, I ain't got one on hand to show you, but you're going to see this in action. So you're going to see that the reaction that takes place, this association, it leaves behind these hydrogen ions. Okay, we're going to add to the mix this calcium, magnesium. Okay, these are the minerals that get added into what we're doing here that makes our magnetized water, you know, on another level, my friend. So these minerals found in the water reacts with hydroxide ions, forming alkaline hydroxides, which is why this is such a great product to help reduce your body's acidity. First and foremost, you may find when you take this product, you may find you go into the washroom a bit more frequent than normal. Guess why? Because the body's removing these toxins, you know, the excess stuff that's going on. We're going to talk a bit more about that in a minute, right? So this water, my friends, is an absolute game changer. When you consume magnetized water, it reduces the body's acidity. What about the other thing I spoke about, free radical damage? Well, when you drink this water, the hydrogen ions, they react with the excess free radicals in your body, forming water. So like I said, why you may find yourself wanting to go to the washroom a bit more frequent when you first start getting this, for sure, because it's doing that detox effect. You know, I've had people that you know, they're like, man, this, you know, I've noticed I'm going a bit more than normal. Yeah, that's great. What do you want to do? Keep it in, right? You want it to come out of you, right? Anything that's going to stay in you is it's not going to be good. It's why these toxins need to be removed out of your body. And so this is so crucial. And so that whole component, that whole strategy of how can you remove these free radicals that are causing so many problems to our health, this is an easy way to do it, guys. We need to be drinking water. Our bodies are made up of water. The amount of damage your body can go through by lacking water is incredible. You know, we're going to talk here, guys, about what your body needs as opposed to what you need. I suppose what you want. You know, you might want to reach for the sugary drink, and that was me, guys. You know, I didn't really like the taste of water, too tough. It's not so much it was repellent to me, it just that it wasn't that appealing. So I would drink it and I would get by, maybe drinking a liter and a half on a good day. And for the, you know, for my size, I should be drinking at least two liters of water, at least. And clearly I wasn't. And so the water we drink is important. The amount is important. The quality of that water is really important. Okay. And we're going to be talking about what can you do to increase the quality of the water that you're drinking. So if our bodies are made up of 70% water, at least, our mind, our brain needs water like crazy. If your body doesn't get it, guys, it's going to find a way to try and find it from within, right? If your brain's not getting it, your organs aren't getting water. If they're not getting hydrated, the body's going to shut down at some point. It's going to want to find water in order for it to keep going. Imagine you're driving your car. You know that your radiator should be topped up to a certain level. You know you should have oil running in your car. But yet you're like, you know what? I'm going to just keep going. I ain't got time for that. Who's got time to pull over and go to a mechanic and top up, right? We don't need to do that. We just go and get a glass of water and drink it, all right? When we add this to the mix, it does many different things. So water determines disease, it determines health. Appropriate adequate water restores health. Ionized water hydrates, alkalizes, antioxidizes, and detoxifies. Water can be used as medicine, as told by Dr. Laia Ribeiro there. I'm a big advocate. Again, about 30 years ago, I started to go on this wellness journey, and I came across a book, Your Body Many Cries for Water. Absolutely amazing book. I don't know if I've got it to hand. And this book here, my friends, I do have it. I just wanted to show you this. I mean, you know, if I got paid every time I shared this, I mean, I would be, you know, a rich man, right? So this book here, it's a real game changer. I never knew as many things that that water does for you, right? It's critical, and to such an extent, this Dr. Batman, we call him, he wrote this book. You can look him up, just like this, Dr. Laia Ribeiro, and he spoke about how he went to a prison cell, 3,000 inmates, right? People were dying in these cells, and he treated them with water, like unbelievable. And so it's that critical how you need water on a day-to-day basis, and not just, you know, any water. We're going to talk about the quality of water, because you could be drinking 3 liters a day, and I could be drinking 2 liters a day. My water that does hydrate against your water that does not hydrate, which one do you think will get the better result at the end of the day? You drinking 4 liters, knock yourself out, and not getting the same benefit of water that does hydrate. And guys, you know, if you look at what happens when your body is not hydrated, all of these ailments, guys, will start to form. Your cells need to be hydrated. Your body needs it. And we're going to really, you talk about your body's many cries for water. It's no kidding. Your body is literally crying for water, right? And so we're going to show you the difference between water that does not hydrate against water that does hydrate. Why we're so excited about this product, because it hydrates you in a way that I've never had before. And so I'm a big advocate now, because I drink water like crazy because of this product. Now, imagine this is you, right? There's a beautiful fish tank there. We know we need oxygen. You know, we know our cells need oxygen. And if you didn't know, now you know, right? We really need it, big time. And so, just like the fish tank, beautiful fish tank there. You know, fish looking nice, everything's looking rosy. What about on the other flip side? What happened to this fish tank? No oxygen, guys. No oxygen. Dead to the world before, you know, the worst of the worst set in, right? We want our cells to be swimming in an environment that's healthy, first and foremost, right? We want to get the best for our bodies, you know. We want an environment for it to be able to win and succeed. And my friends, drinking sugary drinks and acidic drinks and coffees and lattes, I've got a latte right in front of me, all day long, is not going to replace the water. And some people will kind of try to have an argument with me that, hey, but I have like I mix it with my water with syrup. Oh, my goodness. I mix it with, you know, those Ribena cordials and stuff like that. It's not the same thing. You're depleting the water by mixing it. You still need to drink your regular amount of water, not just drink Ribena all day long. You think Ribena is going to keep you alive? It's not, despite what it says on the tin, right? So I'm going to tell you guys that, you know, a lot about how the cells hydrate, but I'm going to get this guy to share a short video. I'm going to share this short video with you that really kind of brings you into how this water that we're talking about does its job. And again, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
First, the water that most people drink has lost its original structural characteristics from when it was alive in nature. In springs, streams, and rivers, water is constantly moving. This favors its oxygenation, in addition to its structure being composed of small molecules, which increases its hydration power in the body. When water is stored or kept in containers, its surface tension is altered. Thus it becomes much heavier, with the formation of large molecule clusters, which are completely disorganized and lose oxygen. This molecular change compromises the penetration of water into cells that form organ tissues. But the original characteristics of water, so necessary for a good cellular hydration, can be restored. This is where magnetic treatment comes in. When water is subjected to a magnetic field, an event called hydrolysis occurs, which means breaking up of water. That is, the movement caused by the molecules causes a rupture of the clusters and promotes rearrangement into much smaller structures. Thus, these H2O molecules penetrate the cells much more easily, promoting better cellular hydration and cleaning. The second point observed in the various studies carried out with magnetized water is that it contributes to a reduction of excess of free radicals. How does this happen? When water undergoes magnetic treatment, there is an ionic dissociation, that is, the H2O water molecule formed by 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom breaks up, releasing hydroxyl ions and hydrogen ions. Excess free radicals that are present in the body are negative ions, and they combine with hydrogen ions, forming new H2O molecules, thus removing them from the body. This is a very simple chemical equation that has been observed by several researchers. The third point is about the contribution to the maintenance of blood alkalinity, helping the mechanisms of our body. In hydrolysis, as we have seen, there are negative hydroxyl ions left over. This hydroxyl reacts with magnesium and calcium ions present in vital environments of our body, forming alkaline hydroxyls, in this case magnesium and calcium hydroxyls. These reactions help in the maintenance of blood pH and oxygen content. It is for all these reasons that water treated magnetically helps in the maintenance of good health.
Yes, good health is what we are all about, my friends. Yes, I will put in the chat the name of that book. We are going to dive into exactly what I've been banging on about: water that does hydrate against water that does not hydrate. So let's look at this, what he mentioned on that recording just now, was the fact that our cells have that entry point, right? And so just take a look at this. The cells need nutrients, needs hydrogen, you need be hydrated, it needs oxygen, guys. So let's have a look what happens when you have your regular cell without magnetic treatment. We just drinking our water, as always, knocking it back, and guess what? Most of it is not going into where it should be, which is your cells, right? And so, we have these clusters that just sit outside, preventing that penetration into your cells, into the, the molecules. So that's best partial hydration. Now, when you have magnetic treatment happening, what's happening? This water is now being broken down. You can't, on the naked eye, you can't see it, but it's being broken down. So the molecules now are more lighter. One thing that you get to hear many times from people is, wow, this water tastes much more lighter, better, more refreshing. And as a result of that, you drink more. That was for me, for sure. When I started to drink this, I was like, man, this is good. I don't want to stop drinking it. So literally, it's one of the pretty much the first thing I have in the morning, and then the last thing at night, I have my water, maybe a cup of tea, but then I'll get the water in there, right? So it's like essential now, whereas before it was an afterthought. If I had some water, I had some water, right? And so, if you want to know if you're drinking enough water, does it, when you go to the washroom, does it look more like Lucozade than it should do my clear running water? That gives you an indication that you may need to up the amount of water you're drinking, right? So this is lighter, better absorbing. This whole magnetization breaks up those clusters and decreasing that water hardness. So again, we are getting water that does hydrate. Had no idea that magnetic water could do that up until a few months ago. So these are the benefits of magnetized water. It's going to help alkalize the blood. It helps reduce excess free radicals, and it's going to improve oxygenation. Okay, this is so crucial. A good healthy life is the company's main goal. So don't take my word for it, guys. Don't believe a word I say. These company, after 10 years of being in business, they launched in 2004, and they're still here today, better than ever, right? They got certified back in 2014, 10 years of opening their doors, because of what they were doing, right? This certification here, it recognized Timol as the only one complying with the standards and requirements of this institution for adopting a system or method of magnetic water treatment or correction as a system or method of health protection and recovery with scientifically proven efficiency as a resource, including, let me not go too far. I'll leave it there. All right. So it's a scientifically proven efficiency. So again, it's not just, the fact that, oh, it feels good, it makes us feel nice. No, it's actually, proven that this is a treatment for health. Now, we're going to talk about for me, the star of the show. And it's not me, and it's not Harold, and it's not Simone, or Natalia, or Augusta, and I could go on and on. No, my friends, we are here to highlight this product called Psilocimol. And this is a combo mega product, right? Which means there's two products in one, okay? So magnetized water as a whole, when you go online and do your research and everything you do, that's one part of the equation. What we add to the other part of the equation is on the right hand side of the magnet, okay? So the two of them together, my friends, are your dynamic duo, right? They're your magnet on the side, your Batman, your Robin, your Thierry Henry and Patrick Vieira. If I need to go there, I am going to go there. Sorry. And guys, this is what you need for your body. Pure and simple. So you're going to have the magnet, which will last you 30 years, guys. 30 years. You're going to have the minerals, which will last you 3 years. You're not going to be looking to buy this again in a month's time, a year's time, 2 years time. Mark in your calendar 2029 of June, and before you even need to think about replacing one of these components, right? So the two of them guys are dynamic duo. They work great together, right? So this large one, this is the most cost effective one because it will treat more water, up to 20 liters. We have the mini combo as well, does exactly the same thing. I haven't got my water bottle in front of me, but it does the same deal. All right, so the small one will treat up to 3 liters. This one will treat up to 20 liters. So we're going to show you the different variants in which you can do it. So I'm out and about. I always take my water bottle with me. So I have the mini one, and at the house I have the larger one, which obviously is easier to share it. If people want to get a sample, I can just give them out quite easily because I've got so much water that this treats in one go. Some people put it in their bath water. Some people wash their face with it. I mean, you want to put it on your skin. I have somebody who's I don't know if she's on. She's a business owner. She runs a Ghanaian food shop not up the road from me. I saw her with a burn mark on her hand. For cooking. I gave her a little water bottle. She started spraying it. Next time I went in fact I went to see her the other day. It's barely visible, like the size of it now is really large before, barely visible. And she's now actually bought the big one, this mega combo one, for her use. And they have some other water product, but she wanted to get her hands on this. So benefits, as I mentioned, alkalinization of the body and the blood. Okay, this goes beyond alkaline water, guys. This is a different category in itself, right? If you've got great water filtration at home, I applaud you. Have the best filter your money can put your hands on, then add this to the mix. Okay, it's not either or here. This is add it to whatever you're doing. Okay, get the best quality for your body. You want that. Increasing bone mineral mass, guys. I'm not even gonna lie about this being an absolute game changer. I feel that's one of the biggest benefits that I started to experience of myself with my pain in my hip. And blood oxygenation, guys. What was the gentleman over 100 years ago, before any of us were alive, before we were twinkle in our parents' eyes, he wrote this thesis on those two things, guys. Oxygenation, which is crucial, and the acidity that takes place, acidosis. He mentioned we need that. So increase in blood oxygen is crucial. This is what we have here, okay? And increase in minerals by the water top H plus. So you've got that two working together, which separates this from just any other thing I've seen out there, right? And we know you can do your own checking on that in itself. But as we age, my friends, one thing that surely happens if our bodies start to, we don't produce the things that we used to produce at a younger age. It takes us longer to heal, things of that nature, right? So imagine if your bones are getting more brittle, osteoporosis. This is what happens when people age. We know that, right? So again, for this to help, especially with our loved one, our elderly, increasing their bone mineral mass is crucial. Easy way to do it. We're not asking them to take a pill or supplement, and if they forget about it, no, just drink your water and you're going to get it. It's amazing. Whatever supplement you're taking, drink your water. You're just going to get the benefits. It's so straightforward. So there's variants on how you can apply it. Again, the water bottle, I use the mini one in that one. If you've got a water jug at home, you can put the mini one in there, or the mega one. Just depending on the amount of water that you're treating, guys. It doesn't really matter. They both do the same job, right? And so, you can go online and, we've got different options. Whoever's invited you can maybe show you what they're using. We've got various different options at your disposal. So guys, this stuff here is recognized technology that it's nothing new. It was new to me. I didn't know about this. At the start of the year, I went into 2026 still with this pain that I was having in my hip until I flew to London, and I came back a different man. I came back like Superman. Trust me, I really did. Didn't even need a plane just for my luggage, but there you go. So research and studies, published by renowned institutions. So again, do your own research, and whoever's invited you on can point you in the direction of that. You can go online like all of us do. We go online. First thing we want to do, YouTube is the largest search engine on the planet. You go there, you look up something, boom, 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 and you hopefully spit you out an answer. What's this Simol all about? Never heard of this before. Anyway, you're going to hear a lot of testimonials in Portuguese. Unless you're speaking Portuguese as your first language, or second or third, you may not fully understand it. You may need to just put captions on, which you can do, which is the great thing with YouTube. We've got testimonials in English as well, and I've been building up a catalog of testimonials. I'm actually in the process of converting some of these amazing testimonials from Portuguese to English, because I want you to hear it in as much as you can in their native tongue. Guys, we are just blown away by the testimonials we're seeing, and it's all thanks to this gentleman here. I mean, he had the idea back in 2004, this mission in mind. He wants to provide health and quality of life for people through high quality water that truly hydrates. There you go, that word again, truly hydrates. My goodness, did he do it? Did he do it? Absolutely, he did. A unique view from this gentleman. So this gentleman, he's very successful in his own right. Knowing the dangers of consuming poor quality water over long periods, he set out with that mission in mind in 2004. Now, we see a lot of things around the world, sometimes we just feel like, oh man, I wish I could get involved and do it. He saw it and he said, you know what, I'm prepared to do something about it. Even when people thought he lost his marbles, what's he doing getting into water? He's a very successful in his own endeavors, and now he's doing this stuff. And he just done tests with people, and he didn't tell them what it was, and they came back. I don't know if Simone is on, but she's met this gentleman, and she's spent some time with him, knows what this guy's all about. We've had a pleasure of hearing from corporate. His daughter's part of the corporate office, as well as his son-in-law. There's that whole legacy. The guy who created it still here today, and now the family is bringing on that legacy. So I totally love that. All right, I think it's just pretty amazing. So again, we're here 22 years later. It blows me away, because I feel I was trying to hear about products and companies, way before the masses do. And here I am, almost 22 years later, I'm just hearing about this company and what they've been doing. Okay, so again, certification of integrity, headquarters up in Brazil, scientific evidence to saturate exactly what I'm saying here. If you go on Google Scholar, I know there was an issue the other day. I was trying to share it with somebody, and it wasn't coming up. And I think Dion and I'm not sure, to revisit that, the link wasn't coming through. But go on Google Scholar. There's articles that have been published there on the research that they've done. So that should be all tickety boo. Now, countries around the world are getting to hear about this, because we have a powerful method of sharing. It's called our mouths. We share this with our friends, family, and as a result of that, people hear about it, or we post information and people say, what's all that about? And as a result, people are, getting the benefits, not just in your local market. Okay, it was in Brazil for good 18 years before it started to open up outside of Brazil. Simone, who's here as part of the company 4 years later, she's very instrumental because she was the one that 4 years ago got told about this company. And then, she shared it with her friends, and her friends have shared it. And then, boom, you're here on this call today. So we all grateful for somebody sharing it. But I love the fact that the people that have been involved in this company are still there, right? They're not gone off and, they're doing something else. They may be doing something else, but they're still doing this. Why? Because it works. You think she will still be doing it after 4 years if it didn't work? You think the company will still be standing after 22 years if it didn't work? I mean, really, that is a question you've got to ask yourself. Does this work? Now, important. We're going to be talking testimonials in a minute, and I just want to make this clear. It's not here to, cure disease. We're not here to say you're now going to walk on water. No, we're here to tell you this is a treatment for magnetizing your water. It's going to help reduce free radicals, and it's going to help reduce acidity of the body. Simple as, guys. Yeah. What your body then does, it then takes that information and then it goes to work, because your body is amazingly wonderfully made, as we know. But if you're feeding it the stuff that's not going to help it to go anywhere, guess what? You're not going to get the results you're after. That's like insanity. You're sick, but you're still feeding yourself the stuff that got you sick in the first place. No, it's not going to work. We need to change, make a change, and this is what a great product that will help with that. So guys, I'm going to stop this slide share right now. I want to see if anyone wants to share any comments they want to make. Feel free to raise your hand and we will come over to you and put you on camera if you want to be on camera, if you don't mind being on camera. But we'd love to hear from you. This is Testimonial Thursdays, my friends, so we'd love do like to hear from people live. I do have some, again, great testimonials I will play and post up on here in the slideshow in a moment if I don't hear from anyone at this moment in time. But we'll give people a chance to raise their hand. I'm going to look at the comments real quick and see the name of the book. I am going to post the name of that book, so you'll get that. And got another question here from Maria. I'd like to know about autism because I have a lady who bought the combo. She wants more information if you have a video. Okay, so Maria, you'll need to send me a DM. I'll put my number in the chat. I don't know who's invited you on, but I do have some information on that level. So first things first, I did see a lady I say a lady. I saw somebody raise their hand, and now I don't see it. They put their hand down. So oh no, I see it. I see it. Okay, Lamanda, you are that lady in question. Over to you. Do you want to unmute yourself? And if you want to come on camera, even better.
Sorry, yeah. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, the camera isn't working.
No worries.
Yeah, I have tried, but it's not coming on.
No
so
worries.
I'm going to let everybody know. I think there's about 27 people on here. I think I'm including that myself. That I have not been paid to say this. This is what I'm calling a walk. I can't say a walking miracle, a flowing miracle. I joined about three weeks, maybe 4 weeks ago, and I bought the small one, and then I quickly bought the combo, the big one. So I've had two. So I had one that I can have in my bottle, and then I have the other two, the big ones, are there for the family, but I have not put that out for them just yet. I thought, let me try it on myself. So there was two things that I wanted to do while I was trying it. And I thought, let me just see if this is going to do anything. Anyway, it has, yeah. And I wanted to come on last week and talk about it. And I said, no, I'm going to leave for another week or so. So I said, no, I'm going to come on this week and actually say what's actually happened whilst drinking the water. I thought to myself, it's just water with two little items sitting inside there. Really, let's see what this is going to do for me. Now, when I'm talking about this is going to reduce the reduce, let's just say, if you're on calcium tablets or you're taking mineral tablets, yeah, this is going to reduce the cost of things. This is going to help you to budget because these two items, you're getting them and they're doing something marvelous to the body, as they said. So you're getting calcium and you're getting minerals and you're getting one that's charging the water. Now we all know that if you go to the dentist, if you've got receding gums, or the dentist says it's going to cost this much, it's going to cost that much, it's going to cost you a lot of money just to get dental work. This repairs receding gums. If you've got receding gums, I'm going to say it again, this repairs them. Yeah, it repairs them. Well, let's just say, as I say, it helps to repair them because mine were going and I'm like, oh, I can see like the little thing of my gums, the tuft's coming up. And I was getting a bit worried and I thought, no, 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 this shouldn't be happening now. I started to drink the water and I see my gums tightening back up again. And I thought, no, this can't be, man. This can't be. So there's lots of products out there that they tell you to take to tighten up your gums, to protect your teeth from becoming loose and this and that. As you get older, these things do happen. Well, I'm thinking, no, my gums are actually tightening up. And I'm checking it every day. I'm drinking the water, checking. I'm saying, no, this is actually happening. My gums are tightening up. Yeah. And my teeth look nice. They're clean and white. And I said, it's the calcium. It's the minerals. It's got to be because I'm not doing anything else. So it's got to be this thing that I'm drinking. The two items that are in the water are changing my nice smile. I said, it looks good. I'll take a photograph of it next time and show you. So that was one. Now the other one is that I'll get up in the night to go to the toilet a lot. I'm backwards and forward, and I look in the bowl. I think, oh my God, my wee looks really dark. So I'm not drinking enough water. I said I must do something about it. So no matter how much water I was drinking, it would still remain the same color until I started using the tools. I'm going to call them the tools now. So I started using the tools and I said, hang on a minute, I can see at the bottom of the pan, it's clear. So what is going on? I said, my wee is really, really, really clear. Clearer than ever before. So I said, okay, let me just keep monitoring this. And I'm checking it, and it's the same. And I said, it is got to be the tools again. Yeah. First the teeth, the gums, now my wee. And I said, no, no, no. This thing is actually working. It is working. So now the third one, constipation. We all get a bit constipated and so forth, and it's not nice having to be sitting on the toilet struggling. So I'm going to the toilet now, and everything's just flowing. Sorry to talk about this, but flowing neat and nice. I'm looking at the column thinking that looks healthy. So I'm like, it's got to be the tools because normally I'm constipated, I don't feel good. No, now everything is just flowing really, really nice. So I says, okay, what else is there? What else is there? What else can I do? And I was speaking to Nataya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. And we was having a little chat, and she was telling me how, Leah Mandy, this water, yeah, these tools. She says I use it in the garden. On my plants. I collect the water, and I will spray my plants with it. And she says, and they're growing so well, so nice. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to spray this in my hair. So, us ladies, as we're getting older, we start to see the little hairline starts to go back and so forth. And I inherited that from my mom. So I said, you know what? I'm going to spray this. I'm going to start spraying this in the front of my hair. And I'm seeing the hair follicles coming up looking nice. I said, no, 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 no. Come on now. Come on now. Hair growth. And then I looked at my nails. Yeah. My nails are quite soft because years ago, I used to have fake nails. Sorry for those that have, false nails, but it does ruin your nail bed. And it's taken a while for my nails to recuperate from the damage of wearing fake nails. And my nails are so hard. I sent it to Harold today. My nails are, Harold, I said, my nails are like nails. I said, they're hard. I said, Harold, this water, these tools that we put in the water and we're drinking and it's charging, I says, it's a miracle walk. It's a miracle flowing water. I said, honestly, things are happening that weren't there before. My gums, my nails, my teeth, my wee, my feces. I said, no, 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 no. This is going to change some lives. Now, as I said, I'm not saying that it's going to cure anybody that's got illnesses. We're not here. It's not here to cure you. It's here to make you feel better. Whatever you have, it's going to make you feel better. It's like the body has been waiting for this. It's like we were trying to tell you we needed these minerals, we needed to get this calcium inside you and to charge up that water to make you feel good. Because if we don't drink water, it is going to have a knock-on effect on our health. It will. The cells, everything will, they'll start to die, deteriorate, whatever, because we need to be drinking every single day. And you know what? I enjoy drinking. I wake up in the morning, I said, where is it? I can smell my mouth, and then I have a nice drink. And I'm drinking that throughout the day, and especially in this hot weather. We are doing a favor to the body. And your future self is going to thank you the more you drink this water. Because I'm saying, Harold, thank you for introducing this to me. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you so much. Yeah, I really thank you because I know it's doing something. And if it's just one thing, it's doing it, but there's quite a few things that it's doing to my body. And I'm just so grateful. I've shared it with my sister. I said, look, just drink it, take your time and see what's going to happen to you. Okay. Well, that's me. Sorry to go on. That's enough said.
Goodness. That's fantastic. I love it. That's amazing. And how long have you been on it again? Remind us or remind me.
I joined about 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. And from when I got
Wow.
it, from when Natala sent it to me, next day I was drinking. I was drinking it. I take it
Awesome.
everywhere with me, everywhere.
Hmm.
I put my two in the bottle and I'm just drinking, top it up. And as soon as it goes down, I top up. So now I've seen what it's done for me, and now I'm going to work on the rest of the family. I'm not going to keep
Nice.
this to myself. I'm not going to be greedy. Yeah, I want now for them because there's small ones, there's teenagers, and they might have some little things going on. But if when I said earlier on that the cost, it's going to reduce the cost because if you was to go to the chemist or your doctor prescribed some medication to you, yeah, minerals and calcium, every day you're not going to take them every day, yeah, and the cost of it might be a little bit expensive as well. But this one, when Harold said, Amanda, those one will last for, is it 30 years, the big one, and the other one's going
Yeah.
to last for is it 3 years? The calcium and mineral will last for 3 years. Can you imagine how
Yeah.
much money you're going to be saving? I mean, I'm not going to put anybody out of business, but the amount of money that you'll be saving, and not just that, if you forget to take calcium tablets, and if you could forget to take your mineral tablets, yeah,
Mm.
it's doing you no good. You're just wasting money, and those tablets would just be sitting in your cupboard. But imagine just going, having it in water, something that we do every day. You won't have to worry about, oh, did I take my calcium? Did I take my minerals? No, yeah, of course you
Exactly.
did. It's in the water. It's in
Hmm.
your water. So it's fantastic. You're saving money.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Brilliant. Well, that's great. That's what I love about these.
thank you for sharing. It's very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, very,
Yeah, thank you, Natalia, because if you didn't send them, I would be waiting.
yeah,
But this lady here, she sent them out to me, and I'm like, got them. The next day I got them when I signed up, and you're gonna thank your future self. It's gonna thank
yeah,
you. It's gonna say thank you, thank you, thank you. Feeling amazing. But yeah, thank you,
yeah.
Natalia, for sending them to me, and Harold as well. Yeah,
Well done, Father. Well done.
thank you for sharing.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's really powerful stuff there. I mean, definitely from the inside out. And again, just to reiterate how this water just breaks down you know, it puts the water in a state of where it should have been like day one, right? It's just breaking it down, making it more palatable, digestible, and then you got the whole mix that really helps. So that's great. Anybody else wants to share on the call? Please raise your hand, and then we'll come to you next.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Jacqueline, you want to share?
Yeah, sometimes I have problems with my mic, so I thought let me try and turn it on early to see if it works. So
Okay.
yeah, I just want to thank Harold for inviting me to these meetings. I've been attending a couple of weeks now, and I purchased the items just from the testimonies that I heard. I also joined the company before I'd even tried it because of the testimonies that I heard. Yeah, so I received as where is she? The lady that just spoke just said the
London.
tools. Yeah, I got the tools a couple of days ago, and my mum's trying it out. So it's very early days, but I've just started using it a couple of days ago, and my experiences are so far, as with the sister just now, I struggle with constipation, and I've noticed a difference in that. So yeah, that's one of mine. And then what I've done, I've actually put the small ones at the moment. I haven't used the large ones yet. I've got a watery. It's called the watery. It's a filtering system. So I'm thinking, originally I thought Harold's big things were part of the thing, but now I realize it is literally the tools, the dark blue one and the light blue one that you put into your into your water system. Yeah, your filters. Yeah, so mine's sitting in there's a jug part at the front. Mine's sitting there, so anyone who uses it is going to have access. Yeah, I've got to change that water every single day at the back, which isn't ideal, but it gets to sit there for those 20 minutes that it's required, and everyone in my household gets to use it. So it's very early days for me, but I know I'm going to be giving my testimonies very, very soon as well. So I just wanted to say something now, and yeah, I will be giving more testimonies as soon as they come in, and I will definitely be encouraging other people to try it out as well. And I do like the phrase "thank your future self," what the sister just said as well. Yeah, I think I want to be in that journey as well. So thanks, guys.
Awesome, brilliant, awesome. We look forward to seeing the changes and hearing more from you, Jacqueline. So great stuff. You started that journey with us. It's amazing. So yeah, the ladies are sharing some powerful stuff here, guys. So anyone else wanna share about what their experience is or any comments of using the product so far? We've got Mr. Harold in the house.
I'm very shy already, but I'll start by talking.
Yeah.
First of all, I must say thank you, Leroy. Always did a good presentation, and thank you for sharing this with me, because when I first got this, right, I'm a dancer. I dance, and I got this my unit, and I was dancing in Bognor Regis. So I just got my unit, right. Went to the hotel. I was eating some food down, and the food was horrible. I drank my water, and let me tell you something. For those of us here in the African Caribbean community, when you say you've had a washout, this gave me a washout. And it cleaned me out. I had 3 baths that weekend in the hotel. It cleaned me out. Right? This did. That's my first testimony. My second testimony was I suffer with I don't like saying it, but hay fever for the last 5 years. Come March, my eyes start itching me, sore red. Both inside is sore and my eyes are red. And my partner said to me, "Stop rubbing your eyes." And it's horrible. the whole of March, whole of April. And Glenn said, put the water in a spray bottle and spray your eyes. Let me tell you something. I sprayed my eyes with this March, April, May, June. No sore, no itching, no redness. I'm like, wicked, I found a cure. Because there's nothing worse than having itchy eyes. It's horrible. I have no itchy eyes at all. Just this water alone. I'm like, wow, this is brilliant. Gets even better. My third testimony, because I've got a 14-seater minibus, I drive my under 12s to football on a Sunday. So we had a special treat, and we took them to Chelsea, our favourite club, to their home ground in Cobham. So this is just for Leroy. Anyway, so what actually happened? It's a long journey, so I didn't bring my water with me, right? Next day, I went to the post office. I was in the queue. I had this serious migraine. I'm like, how can I have a migraine? I'm drinking water. Suddenly realised the day before, I never drank no water at all. I was dehydrated. So I went home, got my water, started drinking my water. I left my house to go and check my friend Paul, who lives 12 minutes from here. Came out of the car, about 15 minutes. Went to his door. I went, hang on a minute. My migraine's gone. Now, let me tell you what is on this call. Whenever I get dehydrated and have a migraine, it takes 2.5 hours of drinking solid water before my migraine goes. It took 15 minutes. Migraine went. I'm like, this is fantastic, man. Wow, couldn't get it better. Now, some of us here, we used to picking out, snacking out. I had these mini cheddars, crisps. Love them. Until about 2 weeks ago, I'm eating one. I could taste oil. I'm like, ugh. Dry, cold oil. Ugh. So I don't eat it no more. Plus, some things I'm eating, I can taste the sugars more so. This is making me stop craving on certain things. So it brings out the flavors and things you're eating. This water here. So I'm like, wow. Now this next testimony is very graphic. I was in Portugal on a holiday 4 weeks ago. I cut my holiday short by 5 days to fly back to the UK to have a stall, and Natalia was there at the Afro Hair Beauty Show for this water business here. I flew back for this business, but flying back in a rush, we drove to the airport, used my phone as a sat nav to get to the airport. And my partner said, "Oh, your phone." Went to grab my phone, shut the car door, slam, severed my finger. And it was that, I mean, my partner, she's phenomenal. She said, "Oh, hold your hand up." She patched my hand up. Then she opened the door, saw my finger, she screamed. My finger was there on the floor. All this time, all I'm worried about is, oh, I've got to get my flight. I was in shock. Yeah. Went to the hospital in Portugal, patched me up. So when you get to England, go and get, re-patch you up. Lucky enough, it's not severe, that bad. Just a little bit of the fingernail, bit of the skin. And I went to hospital 3 days later in the UK. The nurse said, because I told her what happened, she said to me, "Wow, that's healed up quite quick." I ain't got a clue what she's saying. What I know, my hands all not there. Then she said, "Go and have it treated next week, Wednesday, with a nurse's visit." Went to another nurse. She treated my hand and she said, "Wow, that's healed up very quick." I'm like, damn. Now, because I've seen so much graphic pictures of people in Brazil of the last 20 years, I'm like, it can only be the water. It can only be the water. And I showed you guys last week, I took the bandage off, right? Now I don't have no pain. Oh, it's sensitive because it's growing and self-healing. But and my friend who's a podiatrist said to me, because of the heat, put the bandage back on, gave me some treat to keep the infection, keep it on. But I'm actually, my hand is like, it's healed. 4 weeks ago, this was severed. Yeah. And so that's graphic. Some people go, "Ah." So this is the benefit of the water. Now, enough about me. My good friend, I won't tell you what condition she has. She's got a chronic condition. We can't say the words no more because they might shut us down. chronic illness 6 weeks ago. I said, hang on a minute, let me come and get the actual water to you, because my person got us involved with the same thing you've gone through. Went to hospital, I bought a 5 litre glass container to put the water in. Went to hospital, charged out 5 litres of water. Went there, I said, right, here we go. There's your water. Get rid of that water. Have this water. And one of 2 people by our bed, one was a cousin, one was a friend, said, I don't drink bottled water. I drink fizzy water. I said, listen, fizzy water is acid. Nurse, can I have 3 cups? Okay, 1 cup of water to one friend, 1 to the cousin. I drank 1. And my friend's on the hospital bed now, all on the drip, everything there. She's drinking the water, After half an hour, all I heard was, oh. Sorry about the smell, guys. That time she's obviously weird and going, right? Next day she said to me, Harold, the sweat has gone down on my hand. 3 days later, she said, Harold, I can't stop thanking you. It's the best I've felt in a long time. And 4 weeks later, out of hospital, she said, I've had my tests done and they were negative, 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 negative. Chronic illness, what she's got. And I check in her twice a week. 6 weeks now, she's like, Harold, you're going to get a call from my cousins and my friends. One of her friends came on a call 2 weeks ago. Me and Natalia went to see her. She goes, Harold, because I heard about your testimony, you sprayed your eyes with it. I suffer with sarcoidosis. I've got lines and marks on my face. So I borrowed some off of my friend, sprayed my face with it. 2 weeks, it's gone. I said, Errol, I can't wait to get my device. Myself and Natalia went 2 weeks ago in Stratford. We gave her a device. And she said to us, she broke down in tears, the amount of things she's been going through, illnesses. I said, do me a favor, send me a WhatsApp all the illnesses you're going through. So much of them. She messaged me again a week later. I said, 2 of those illnesses, already they're working on it. I'm like, wow, this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. It's just crazy. Crazy. And I'll say this again, you know, there's so many testimonials. I'm like Leroy, building a portfolio of our personal testimonies here. There's many in Brazil and around the world, but just here alone amongst ourselves here, we've got so many testimonials. And all my life, I've never seen so much benefits so quick with this product. I'm doing this full time. I'm doing this full time. I'm here. And the thing about what I like the most, it's not about the money, right? It's about the benefits. What I do, I give out 6 of these bottles, 2 litre bottles every day to people to try. Just take it, try and take it. 2 weeks ago, 3 of these bottles came back with, I want an order, I want to order, I want to order. And it's just like, it's phenomenal. And I love the, you know, it gives me goose pimples when people say, oh, it's done this for me, done that for me, done this for me. And it's like, I'm like a doctor now. They're calling a water doctor. It's really nice. And guess what, everybody? What's the best product today? Look how hot it is. Look how hot it is. Water. Water. Yes. So you should be inundated with this. But good, clean, magnetized water. So what I'm saying to you, this is the best opportunity to be in. I say I'm so happy. Thank you, Leroy. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you, Simone. And I'm here to share this with everybody. I want family on it. I want friends on it. You know, it's just phenomenal. So yeah.
Well done, well done.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is good.
That is powerful, man. That's powerful.
And
Thank you for sharing.
your skin as well is changed. You see the vibe in your face, show everything. So this is good. Yeah.
Well, I get told that, you know, you look young. I'm like, oh, must be the water.
Yeah. Because when you use this water, will help in your eyes and your skin. So you'll be very good. Sometimes you don't need to put cream in it, you know, in your face, because the water take care everything. Yeah.
Good point. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. And we go to share more people every day. Because this will help us as well to feel good when someone called you and said, you know, I was this, now I have this, I'm not have the pain, and people be very happy. Yeah.
Exactly.
And when I feel, when I watch the presentation in Brazil, they share how they have this product before and now. People cannot sit in the sofa for 20 years. Yeah, I said, my God, my head would be look like, yeah. I said, I have to share more. Because sometimes when you are new in the business, people said, no, I don't drink water, I have my water. But when you understand what this water do, no matter, you have to share it. If people tell you yes, you said okay. If it's not, you keep in going. For me, when I started business, I went to Stratford in the station, the tube, and give him my leaflet. I didn't know how to speak English. I didn't know how to, but I have these things in my head. I can make a business in this country. This I did.
Wow.
I did, yeah, to help people. So it's very good. We are in a good business to help people and help ourselves. This one I will say.
And we're all in your business. That's a phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
good. It's good.
Hello.
I see
Hello.
Veronica had
Hi.
her hand up.
It's
Hey.
me. I just
Hi.
I'm literally sitting in my car because
Ah.
I just finished work. So I'm sitting in my car listening to all the testimonies, the last few, the Amandas and Jackie's. Very, very good. Now, obviously I've been in the background for a little while, listening and watching. And what I will share with you is that my mum was recently diagnosed with dementia and Alzheimer's. She's not very, very bad at the moment, but I have the system at her house, and we have filtered water that we use anyway. Now, I have it there. I don't live with her, so I go there every so often, but it looks like she's not drinking it. So my trick to get her to drink it, to remember to drink it, is to put it in little water bottles. So she thinks that she's just drinking regular water, but it's the good stuff.
Yeah.
And that was the only way that I know that she will be able to drink it, especially with the fact that she doesn't understand what the water is. And even though she might not remember, I will tell her, but she won't remember. So I had to think of a way to get it down her, because every time I came, they looked like no one was drinking it. So I thought, yes, little water bottles, and she's been drinking it throughout the day. And I can really see that it's definitely looks like it's hydrating her, if nothing else, better. Because I think when you get to a certain age as well, they don't want to drink as much.
Right.
So I'm keeping an eye on it. I will keep you posted to let you know if little things are working a little bit more. I mean, we don't want to say this water can do absolutely everything, but you know what? It might be able to. Who knows? So I just thought I'd share that little bit. And like Leamanda, one other thing, I had a massive operation on my gum because for some reason I managed to lose a lot of bone. And I've been using the water and swishing with it and all the rest of it. And I can see my gum growing just a little bit. So I'm keeping an eye on what it's doing for my teeth as well, because I already told the dentist, do not take out my teeth. Whatever you do, make sure I got teeth when I wake up. And so said, so done. So yes, let's keep an eye on especially the gum thing, because a lot of us suffer with receding gums. That's a big thing for a lot of people when they get to a certain age. That would be amazing. And that's all from me.
Wow.
Well
Awesome.
done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done.
Well done.
That's brilliant. I
done.
love that. Love it. So yeah, it's powerful testimonials for sure
Yeah.
tonight. You know, appreciate everyone sharing their results so far. You know, and we're just getting started with this, guys. So you know, I'm excited about the future, about what we can do and help people with this. It's pretty amazing. So don't know if there's anybody else, but if not, we're gonna call this meeting to a close.
Yeah.
We do these calls on a Thursday. We go and do these testimonial calls, and it's great to hear people sharing. On a Monday, for those of you that want to know how, you know, is there a monetary side to our business? Yes, absolutely there is. So as Harold said, it's not about the money, but my friends, you know, but when you share something genuinely from the heart, there's no price you can put on seeing or receiving a call from somebody to say thank you. This helped me with that. That helped me with this. There's no price you can pay for that. And this company, you know, has helped so many people. And I thank the sponsor, the person who brought me into this as a result, because it's helped me immensely. So with that said, my friends, hope to get back to you, or hope to see you on the next call on the Monday, same channel, same time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the best kept secret, but it won't be a secret for much longer. And with that said, have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you at the top. Don't go crazy with the heat out there. Make sure you're hydrated. This is the best time, as Harold said. Take advantage of this while everybody's complaining about how hot it is in the UK, which is a rarity. Put it to your advantage. You're in the best business, and God gives you that opportunity to make sure people are complaining about how hot it is. Have your little samples ready. So listen, I've got something for you. All right. With that said, take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I put my ice cubes in as well.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
I put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Just in the fridge.
Thank you.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Have a good night,
Bless you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Good night.
And this
Bye,
is
Thank you,
guys.
this is just for Leroy.
All right, I'm ending the call.